Afterword. This book is scheduled to be released on March 17, 2020, which, as everyone knows, is St. Patrick's Day. It is difficult to think of a more appropriate day for its release than the feast day of that holy man who drove the snakes out of Ireland, for Donald Trump is driving the snakes out of Washington, D.C. It is a challenge to keep up with the news cycle, especially for a book publisher in this age of blogs, tweets, and 24-hour news, especially during this administration when President Trump's accomplishments seem to come in such rapid succession, and especially during campaign season when the shape of the Democratic primary has changed dramatically in the last week. What a surprise that Joe Biden is emerging as the choice of the donkey party. Apparently, the powers that be know that socialism is best rolled out more slowly than Bernie and his bros would like. Again, we would not want to own a 3-bedroom in downtown Milwaukee this summer. But for all their noise about diversity and inclusion, come November, it seems that the Democrats will put forth one of 2 old white men. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just that it seems to violate their shouted principles a tad. If this is the best that the Democrats can do to challenge Donald Trump, one does fear for the future of the party. That is, if you have any affection for them. One suspects they have always known they stand no chance against the president at the ballot box and so will have to beat him by other means. It seems that the latest gambit is to lay the coronavirus at his feet. That is amazing and unfair, but par for the course for the fake news. Having seen the bird flu, swine flu, and other potential pandemics come and go, we wonder if the fear-mongering is a bit overdone. But time will tell. Either way, we are confident that we would want nobody other than Donald John Trump in the White House during a difficult time. For it is not only through his successes that you gauge the mettle of a man or the merit of a president. No, quite often, you can take the measure of a man much more accurately by observing him during the trials and vicissitudes of life. On either metric, judged by his successes or how he handles adversity, Donald Trump is a man and president to be admired, even marveled at. Before and throughout his presidency, his opponents have stopped at nothing in their efforts to destroy him. But he soldiers on, doing great things for the country, with his good humor intact. If you doubt that, we refer you again to Appendix 2. His handling of events during the various weather-related disasters that have struck during his first term has been a case study in servant leadership. The media might not acknowledge that fact, but those affected by the tragedies whom he and Melania have visited know the truth, as does the rest of the country. Donald Trump has weathered storms of all types, which reminds us of a 2017 photo op with a number of members of the military and their spouses. There, he asked the assembled media, "Do you guys know what this represents?" Could be the calm before the storm. When asked what he meant by that, he said cryptically, "You'll find out." There has been much speculation in certain corners of the internet as to just what storm the president was referring. Given the presence of the military, did it refer to offensives against ISIS, or did it refer to something else? Swamp draining, perhaps? As has been hinted at and stated elsewhere throughout this book, it is our belief that the Obama, Biden, Clinton administration was one of, if not the most thoroughly corrupt administrations in American history. That is why, for those who may be wondering, we included the details of the Clinton email scandal, both to demonstrate the corruption that Trump had to root out, as well as to highlight the importance of him winning a second term. That job is not done. In many ways, it has not yet begun. We trust that between now and the election, the American people will learn much more about just how corrupt our government had become. Our confidence that this will happen has been buoyed by a recent tweet by Presidential Assistant and Director of Social Media at the White House, Dan Scavino, and its subsequent retweet by President Trump. On March 8th, Scavino tweeted out the following with an image of President Trump playing the violin. "My next piece is called... Nothing can stop what's coming." Later that day, the president retweeted it and wrote, "Who knows what this means? But it sounds good to me. It sounds good to us as well, Mr. President, and we have confidence that you, at least, know exactly what it means. Once again, may God bless Donald John Trump. St. Patrick, pray for us. A Catholic vote for Trump.